On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we clean up my 1966 SeaRay SRV180. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today we're back with the SeaRay, and I'm not done with the carburetor yet. The parts are still on the way for the carburetor, but I wanted to run out here. I did figure out the registration process. You just go to a state park office. We're gonna go to El Dorado Lake, and they just check out the boat, make sure you've got all your safety stuff, and once you pass your little short inspection, they give you a registration, yeah, they give you a sticker and new registration numbers. So I guess I could go ahead and take the Oklahoma ones off. We'll see what I do about that. I might take those off today. I honestly need to get in there with a little bit of a polisher to get a bunch of this clean. You can see now that it's all dry that the water line really needs polished out there. So the boat needs a good polish. Today, we're gonna try to get the mildew off the boat. And you can see there's still a bunch of mildew kind of in there, some dirt, and the seats are just covered in mildew. So we're gonna try to chase down the mildew problem, and we're gonna try to vacuum out all the trash that's still in here. The carpet's still pretty wet. It's still drying, but it's getting a lot better. Floors definitely feel solid, which is good. We got a bunch of Amazon boxes here. I'll put links in the description to everything. This is a safety piece you need. Gotta have an oar in case you get stranded on the water. So this is a Atwood telescoping oar. And I think that's all that's in this box. All right, and in this box we have my mildew removing kit. And the mildew removing kit is a extra thick magic eraser. It's a big block of magic erasers. And some 303 aerospace protectant, which is supposed to keep the vinyl from ever getting mildewy again, and CLR mold and mildew remover. So we're going to start with that, and that should get these seats clean. We're really going to clean up these seats. I'm going to work hard on them, get the sides clean, I want to get everywhere you have to actually sit clean. So we're going to just go with that. We're going to see how fast and how well we can get this boat cleaned up. After that, all we're missing is a battery and a carb, and I think it's ready to go on the lake. I do need to grab some muffs, and I do want to run it with some water in it. It never ran for more than a few seconds, so it's not like we were tearing anything up while we were trying to get the carb working. But yeah, coming soon, everything's gonna work. Yeah! One of the things you do need to pass inspection is horns. I do want to fix the horns because that's always fun, getting everything cleaned out of them until they work again. But I bought an air horn on Amazon too for like $5, and that will be here, which does qualify as your horn. A little portable one that you could use at parties. And we do have a fire extinguisher, which is funny because it's Halon and it's still charged. Halon 1211. I'm gonna go ahead and try not to have a fire on this boat. First things first, I grabbed the shop vac. We're gonna try to vacuum all the trash out of the bilge, so we don't have any issues with that. This is an interesting find, look at that. We had a snake up under there. Here goes the fun part. We're gonna suck all the trash out of the bilge real quick. Some people mentioned these seats in the video, and I'm not sure they've ever seen these seats before. These are really cool. They lift up like this and turn into chase lounges like that. This also makes them really easy to clean, so I can get in here in all the crevices and hopefully get some really nice looking seats. Now that I'm sufficiently covered in sweat and dirt, I vacuumed basically the whole boat and I got the bilge clean. The bilge is super clean. I don't know if you can see that, but man, there is almost no dirt left down there. So we're gonna go ahead and take our CLR. You're supposed to let it sit for 10 minutes. We're just gonna spray down the entire seat here. I guess there's only jet and jet. I'm not worried if it gets on the carpet or any of the rest of the boat because the entire boat is basically covered in vinyl, even the ski pockets there. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for a minute, kind of run around, then we'll get out our magic eraser and start scrubbing. Let's see if this works as promised, if all this magic is here. Wow. Look at that clean up. These seats are tan, they're not brown. Try a little bit on here. They're marble. That's really cool. Well, the seats are actually cleaning right up. So I'm gonna sit here and scrub down every inch of every seat, and let's maybe get a before and after. Here's one of these nasty seats before, and I'll get you an after in just a second. We're a few minutes into scrub and chill here. I'm only using the CLR and the magic eraser, and this is so good looking, it's tough to explain. I mean, I can show it to you, but the change is massive, and I have so much more to do. I found out once you get the water on it, it's not actually great. The water kind of stops the CLR from working, so I'm gonna have to dry it, and hopefully there's enough heat left in this day to help dry it out quickly, and then we'll CLR it again and keep going. But this is what it looks like so far. Brand new. You can see that's what it used to look like, and then that's gone now. Looks a lot better. There's a couple spots in there I haven't really gotten to yet. Lots of water held in there. And then up there, I kind of missed that whole side. That's kind of what that seat looked like. Over here, for comparison, dirty, dirty seat. Over here, new seat. And all that's vinyl too, so I started scrubbing in there in the ski pockets, and it's a lot better. I'm just gonna sit out here and keep scrubbing, and maybe I'll start vacuuming up this water because there's a lot of it on the ground. But I'm okay with that too, because the mildew remover should clean up any problems with the carpet. The passenger side chair is done. Here we go. Look at the trash coming off of this. Once you've got your seat nice and clean, all rinsed off, and it's starting to look about right, take your microfiber and just hit every inch of it. This should actually take mildew off a ton of stuff, not just boat seats. I'm very ready to sit in these seats, I can tell you that. So far, the entire time we've worked on this, I've never been able to sit down because you don't want to sit down on this, well, they were covered in dirt, not just mildew. Now, I think I can hop right in, feel right at home. I might have cheated a little bit and moved on to the driver's seat while I was working, because all of this is mostly gone. It's not nearly as good as the passenger one. You can tell there's a difference in color. This one's a lot lighter. And now I'm gonna move all my tools over to the passenger seat and get to work on this one. And once this seat's thoroughly dry, we're gonna hit it with that aerospace protectant, which should really help make sure they never mildew again. Oh, that one's empty underneath. The other one had anchors underneath. Ready for the CLR. I'm just laying it in here super thick. There's not really a mist setting or anything, so I'm hitting it as hard as I can. And even hitting the vinyl up in the ski well, like I said. We'll go all the way up into the front with that. And I'm gonna soak a rag with it too and do the steering wheel because it's covered in mildew. Oh wow, look at that. That was easier than I thought. Thought that steering wheel was black, didn't you? I might have to get the magic eraser in here anyway, but it's mostly coming off. Not bad for 30 seconds of cleaning. Here's the next one I'm excited about. The floaty on the key. It's a really cool old floaty. I'll just pull it out so you guys can see. ready to go. I bet that company doesn't exist anymore. Ski gear. I'm quickly running out of daylight here. I wanted to give you a quick progress update because there's not much more I'll be able to show you. Look at this nasty water that's come out of the boat. I've been just soaking the entire boat and all the carpet and everything with that CLR and sucking all that nasty trash out of the carpet. And now when I spray the carpet with water, it's actually coming out pretty clean. I'm not seeing like the dirt coming up when the water hits it anymore, which is awesome. I've been flushing all that back through the bilge to get the bilge clean. I've been grinding hard on this boat. If we hop up inside here, you can see that the carpet's actually turning like a light tan, which is pretty crazy. We're sucking a lot of trash out of that. This is kind of what the seats look like when they're dirty. I'm getting ready to get to that. But this seat is basically clean, ready to be dried off. This seat is clean, ready to be hit with the protectant. I've got about half the dash done. The easy part's done, you can see that. And I'm moving towards the controls over there. So we're gonna get to the controls. The steering wheel's looking pretty good. And in the last video, I don't know if I showed you guys the dash, but the dash is so beautiful. I think this boat's sold too. A lot of viewers have hit me up and said, just give me a price and I'll be there to buy this boat. And I think I'm gonna let it go within the next week. But I'll be a little bit sad about it. It's such a good looking design. It's just a cool boat, but look at the dash. Here's the amp meter, hour meter, fuel, mile per hour, the original speedo, the tach, the second speedo. There's a compass over there, and there's all the switches. It's just such a cool looking boat. And this is the control for the light. Look at that. So you can tilt, you can push pull to tilt and turn it like that. And that light works perfectly, which is awesome. Spin it all the way around for towing. There we go. Radio works. This boat's not far from being a heck of a runner. I'm pretty excited about it. Overall, the entire boat is looking pretty good. I think as soon as the carb is on, which I have to take off tonight because the rebuild kit comes in tomorrow morning, and we're gonna get the carb done and get this thing on the water immediately because I'm running out of warm days and I really want to get out there. I also want to take the horns apart. That might be a cool video for you guys. I don't know if you've ever rebuilt horns before or cleaned out these horns, but you can pretty much always save them. And I really want the air horns that are built in to work. I know the light works. I need to check the other lights. All the lights have to work to pass inspection. We're getting there. We're getting there in a hurry. I think this whole flip will be done within, 5 days of work on the boat. Not hard. So we're on the second day right now, which is cleaning. The first day was pulling it out and finding out how bad it was and getting it started. Now it's livable. I mean, this is a perfect ski boat right now. Something you could get out on the water and feel comfortable in just after the 1 day of cleaning. I'm not done yet though. I'm gonna get the CLR and I've been cleaning these gaskets and stuff like that. That one's kind of clean. I've got more to do. We'll get it all clean all the way through there, clean the windshield up, figure out what to do with the beamy top. The cover on the beamy top is so rotten that every time I move it, like 1 inch of the zipper falls off. It's weirdly just 1 inch sections. The zipper just keeps disintegrating. So I think the cover is done and maybe somebody makes those, who knows? I'm not gonna buy a cover, don't worry. That's probably $150 and that would take all of our profit out of the boat, but we're getting there. Dash is almost done, seats are almost done. Carpet is 100% livable without shoes right now. I'm really happy with the progress here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps. Like I said, links in the description for all the cleaning supplies. It's not expensive. I think I spent 30 bucks on that. $14 on a paddle, $5 on an air horn, and we are basically in business as soon as I check all the lights and get an engine going. Here I am a few hours after that last update, and both seats are completely clean. The floors have been completely vacuumed. The dash has been wiped down completely. Could still use a little more help on the dash, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray the 303 all over this thing here. So you guys can see the vinyl protectant should keep this from getting beat up and growing more mildew. And of course, I just look up and see some lightning. So I think there's a storm coming. I'm gonna hurry and get this wiped down. You have to dry this completely to get the 303 off. And it says it does not dry, so you have to get it off. I'm gonna work fast. I'm gonna get these seats completely coated before that storm gets here. I gotta say, this whole boat looks about 100 times better. Take a look at this. Yeah, the seats look new. The dash looks nice. The steering wheel looks usable. I should have brought my jump pack to check the lights. I bet the lights work, honestly. They're all incandescent. But I want to see this bad boy working. And yeah, we know one light works. We got to make sure the vertical light, the mast light in the back works. And that one's pretty key. And we're getting there. I need to bring a battery. Need to get to work. And I dug this sweet pocket knife out of there. Let's see, what is this thing? The vacuum picked it up. Oh, it says Pakistan, so nothing special. Not made in America or anything rare. hopefully this was a fun change for you guys. I have fun cleaning stuff like this where you just see a massive improvement when you're done. And this is definitely a massive improvement. You can walk through here and not feel creeped out. I definitely sucked up a bunch of spiders in the vacuum. I think we got most of the bugs out of here, and I got down in between the seats where all the trash was building up over there. This has been a lot of hard work. I've been out here for hours. So one final vacuum all the way through the whole boat, suck all the CLR out of the floor. And yeah, people were wondering if the floors were soft, and they're not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Speaking of things that are out of season, what are you doing, Zach?
Oh, just wrapping this here Fox body.
Yeah. People were asking about it in the last video. They said, look at that Fox, and this thing's gonna be nasty. You got strange brakes, strange rear axles, weld wheels, on some ET drags. Got the snap restyling embossed. Yeah, back here you can tell race car things. We got compressor, Vivair tank for the air shifter, some Fulio, Optima battery disconnect right there. This side's much more wrapped actually. Zach and I just threw the roof on it, and that went really well, so he's trimming that out right now. And as you can see, it's in roller mode right now. They're building the engine, and it has a very large turbo. Turbo smart wastegates, all V-band. Yeah, there's some sauce in there. Oh, well, dang. We can open that door, right? You'll probably want to see what's inside. I was going to just kind of gloss over it, but then I remembered what's inside, which is actually pretty cool here. It has the full-on Dominator V2. That is the big boy from Holley right there. Relay panel over there. There's all the solenoids for the air shifter.
The chute is actually on the steering wheel.
Oh, electronic chute.
And the lever, if need be.
Oh, it's got a backup? Yep. That's pretty cool. Yep. I see that it has a air cylinder for the chute handle, so it can just deploy it for you. Just slide your finger over on the steering wheel and boom, chute. Makes it easy to pull the chute on the street.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, this should be kind of cool. It'll be done soon. The wrap is legit. Good color.
Yeah, very good color.
I like the color changing color.
Is Avery SW900 Gloss Spring Fresh.
Fresh. Well, that looks fresh to death.
Yes.
Okay. It's late. Going to bed.
Yeah, go home. Get out of here.